everyone, now let us discuss about antiarrhythmic drugs class 2. In the current session we will be discussing about the class 2 of antiarrhythmic drugs, which mainly comprise the antiadrenergic drugs. And the majorly used antiadrenergic drugs to treat cardiac arrhythmias are propranolol and esmolol. Propranolol is a non-selective beta blocker, whereas esmolol is a selective beta 1 blocker. Now coming to the major action of antiadrenergic drugs. When it comes to treating arrhythmias, the antiadrenergic agents, they act especially by suppressing the adrenergically mediated ectopic activity. That is their principal action, to suppress the adrenergically mediated ectopic activity. They are also used to reduce the mortality following myocardial infarction, and they are used to prevent the recurrences of tachyarrhythmias provoked by increased sympathetic activity. Now coming to the first drug, propranolol, it is a non-selective beta blocker and it is the most commonly used beta blocking agent to treat cardiac arrhythmias. At higher doses, it may show some quinidine-like direct membrane stabilizing action is noted, that is class 1 characteristic. At higher doses, propranolol may show or possess class 1 activity, but it is only at higher doses, and normally at the clinical doses it is not seen. And in a resting individual, usually whenever a propranolol is given to a resting individual, only mild depressant action is seen on the SA node automaticity. The SA node automaticity decreases very mildly whenever it is given to a resting individual, but there will be a marked decrease in the slope of phase 4 depolarization and automaticity in the SA node and Purkinje fibers and other ectopic foci whenever the same has been given under the adrenergic influence, under the increased adrenergic influence. Whenever there is increased adrenergic activity and when propranolol is given, it shows a marked decrease in the slope of phase 4 depolarization and the automaticity of SA node, Purkinje fibers and other ectopic foci. And one more action is, significant action of propranolol is, it prolongs the effective refractory period of the AV node. Now what are the various effects that propranolol results? Propranolol affects the slow channel responses and after depolarizations. By using propranolol, the slow channel responses and after depolarizations that have been induced by catecholamines are suppressed. The slow channel responses and after depolarizations that have been induced by the catecholamines are suppressed. And the next is reentrant arrhythmias that involve AV node, especially many paroxysmal supraventricular tachycardias or that dependent on slow channel or depressed fast channel are abolished. The reentrant arrhythmias that involve AV node or that are dependent on the slow channel or fast channel, depressed fast channel are abolished. And coming to the effect of propranolol in ECG, it mainly prolongs the PR interval, and the other effects of propranolol are the depression of cardiac contractility and BP are very mild whenever we take propranolol. And it does not show any effect on the excitability and additionally decreases the conduction velocity in the AV node, and it does not alter the duration of action potential, APD or duration of action potential. Coming to the uses of propranolol, it is mainly used to treat inappropriate sinus tachycardia, and it is also used only when there is symptomatic or disturbing atrial and nodal ES which are provoked by emotion or exercise. In order to treat atrial or nodal ES, it is only given whenever these conditions are symptomatic and disturbing. And propranolol is less effective than adenosine and verapamil in terminating the paroxysmal supraventricular tachycardias, but it can be used to prevent their recurrences. And it is also used in controlling the ventricular rate. The other uses are, it is highly effective in sympathetically mediated arrhythmias, and sympathetically mediated arrhythmias which are seen during pheochrocytoma or during the anesthesia with halothane. Pheochromocytoma or during the anesthesia with haloine. It is used to treat the arrhythmias which are mediated during the anesthesia. And additionally, digitalis induced and thyrotoxosis associated tachyarrhythmias may also be suppressed by the use of propranolol, and the IV injection of propranolol or esmolol may terminate the torsidus de pointis. Coming to the next drug, that is esmolol. It is ultra short acting beta 1 selective blocker. It is very useful for emergency control of ventricular rate in atrial fibrillation or atrial flutter. As discussed earlier, it is effective in treating supraventricular tachycardias, atrial flutter and fibrillation. And esmolol is mainly useful for arrhythmias associated with anesthesia, where a rapidly developing beta adrenergic blockade is required. And it is also used in reducing the heart rate and BP during or after the cardiac surgery in the aortic dissection or in the early treatment of myocardial infarction. As discussed earlier, the IV injection of propranolol or esmolol may be used to terminate the torsidus de pointis. By this, we complete the class 2 of antiadrenergic drugs, which are mainly adrenergic blocking agents. Thank you.